and my well-respected colleagues. My name is Senator Kabiru Garba MARAFA, and I represent the Central. Mr. President, I want to align myself totally with the submission of the leader. But I want to add, Mr. President, I have always said on this floor, I'm not a hypocrite, and I don't want to be one, and I don't want to die one. Mr. President, I will say it the way it is. Omo Agege, to me, has constitutional right to express his views the way and manner he feels so. But like the leader said, I think he has done something which to me deserves commendation. If somebody does what you cannot do, you need to commend him. He stood on the floor of this Senate to apologize, which to me is a very great thing, because I cannot do what he did. Before I do what he did, maybe I would think twice before saying what I said. Mr. President, but bad or good as that may be, Mr. President, I knew how we came into this chamber on the Earth Assembly, and I'm a player of all the politics of the beginning. Mr. President, I knew what each and every member of this Senate did during the politics of the leadership of this Senate. Mr. President, I don't want us to end the way we started. Like the leader said, a lot of us didn't want you to be Senate President. God says you are, and you became. Mr. President, while some of us were fighting at that time, some of us were lobbying to become chairman of committees. We knew it. What happened, happened. And we knew how we were all integrated to become a bigger family. Mr. President, much as I am against the suspension of any member, I feel it is unconstitutional, I think it should not be done, but I'm equally against the formation of any other group in this chamber, and for two reasons. Mr. President, the formation of the parliamentary support group is evil and it should not stand. Mr. President, it is counterproductive and it is against even the president himself. Mr. President, I think those are the causalities, those are the issues that is prompting all these things. When Omo Agege came, or the group came with the idea of supporting or disapproving the, the electoral sequence amendment, I signed for them. And I had my reasons for signing. Now, for whatever reasons, they lost the bill, the list, and another list was sent out. He came to me, and I told him that I'm not going to sign again. Why? Because I cannot follow somebody that would not chew his words properly before saying them and coming back to say he apologizes. I will not do so. But I am for the president. And when the chips are down, I'm going to vote with my conscience. But Mr. President, for somebody to now form another group, after what we have gone through before, and we now agreed here that from now on, after you implemented the party request, Mr. President, we said we are going to dissolve Unity Forum and we are going to dissolve Like Minds. And we did so, Mr. President. Now, for some people now to go back and say they are supporting the president, even when they went vehemently against the president, and we know what some people did and what they are doing now. And Mr. President, now, they go to the extent of placing adverts on newspapers. I don't know who they want to castigate. I don't care. Whatever I do, before I do it, I chew it, I consider it, and I do what I did with all my conscience. So for somebody to now say he is creating another group, the best title I have today is Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I don't want anybody to destroy this institution. So, Mr. President, I want us to look at these things pari passu. I say, I agree with the leader, let Omo Agiju withdraw his case from the court. Let those people that formed this, whatever name they call it, let them dissolve it. And the president of this country, even if they don't, the president should tell them to dissolve it, because they are his greater enemies than even the people that are not in the in what do you call it, in the group. Mr. President, we should not allow this. And we must stand up as a people to say, like the leader says, look, we are wrong here, let us close the doors and discuss this thing. But to now say that there is a group that is supportive of president and another group against the president, I think that is satanic, it is evil, and it must not stand, Mr. President. I so submit. Thank you.